That guy, AIH, has over 2,000 subscribers. Who are the idiots watching this guy? You people are dumb. I'm calling you out. You're stupid. He's
Train, and there's an expensive rare prism version of his card that had a stain on it, is what it looks like. So I was watching AIH Sports video on this, and he was kind of going through it a little bit. I was looking at his IG as well. And so basically this is a thing where, from what I gathered, it had what looks to be a stain, and there was a cleaner, maybe a cleaner that was involved here that helped get the stain off.
Most cases, they're not taking more than a minute to grade a card, give or take. So by the time you look at corners, edges, surface, move the card around a little bit, are you really going to sit down and do, CSI, PSA and do a chemical analysis on the front of the card to see if it, has some extra little juice on it or not?
If you need sports card radio is huge in this space. And if sports card radio is the only reason you're relevant, then I'll talk to your manager. I don't need to talk to you.
Hey guys, hope everything is going well. You guys know that drill. Smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't, and comment down below. Follow me on Instagram at AIH_sports. And follow me on my finance channel at AIH Finance. Alrighty, I want to talk today about the Herbert sale from October, or whenever that was. And I called a lot of hanky-panky on that, number one, because Kurt's card care was used to turn it in maybe from a BGS 8 to a BGS 9. And that added substantial value to that card, okay? And that made national news. I threw a fit about it, and then eventually other people talked about it as well. Sports Card Radio, I think, had the most views on their channel, but they had the clip the same day that I did, right? They probably got the same sources I did. And that eventually put pressure on the hobby to actually talk about it. And then, Ravel reached out to this individual regarding this, right? And this is well used. I've been consistent, like, hey, look, using this product, I'm not a fan of, right? If you want to crack a card and just send it out to a different company, okay, fine, right? That's different to try to, do a crossover. But this wasn't some sort of crossover. This was using some sort of foreign substance on the card. And I'm vehemently against that. And I was saying, okay, this is a bunch of BS. But what's also missed about this is like, hey, look, was this sale not at the value that it was? And I don't think it was. I mean, if you just look at, a Brady card, what high-end card pre-pandemic, from my memory, it did not reach $1 million. So you're saying this guy that hasn't done anything is now priced at a higher valuation in his first few years than a Brady card was. That logically does not make any sense, right? So hanky-panky went down in my opinion, right? So right now people are calling out Curator, which is actually a good thing, right? Or just mentioning this, right? Last year, I was attacked like crazy regarding this, right? So now Carlos is on the bandwagon of going after Curator, right? But he was attacking me last year when I was going after Curator and the other Star Wars pumpers, right? Because I didn't have quote-unquote receipts, but I observed behavior. I observed all of this without the quote-unquote receipts, and then I got the receipts, right? So this is how the hobby content creators are going to be. They're going to first not say anything, but then when it's acceptable to say something, then they're going to go out and talk about it, right? And then he's going to point the finger back at me, right? I mean, this is the type of behavior that you see in the hobby and also the content space. So now going back to this Herbert sale, right? We were talking about this Sports Card Radio
done jack shit in the playoffs. Yes, I think he's a fantastic player. Yes, I watched him at Oregon. Yes, I thought he was going to be a darn good quarterback. But should his cards be worth the most? No. Come on. That's just insane. And when anything's insane and it doesn't make sense in this industry, hanky panky is at 100. It's not 100%. It's like 150%. It is happening.
Ryan, what percentage of cards do you think?
And I think there's a clip of Colin that I have where he's saying, hey, look, this is a bunch of hanky-panky up the wazoo. And based on, this video of Curator, right? And it was like a small event, Curator is not spending, $1.1 million on a card, right? As much as I've gone after him, he's not the biggest pumper out there. The auction houses are the biggest pumpers out there. And these individuals in the hobby also deceive people on a scale much, much, much worse than Curator. Okay, let me just put that out there. And I think that, hey, if you're going to go after Curator, right, you got to call into question some of these other sales, which I get it. A lot of people won't do because of their sponsorships, right? They're going to pick and choose. If the news gets really bad, then they're going to talk about it. But otherwise, they're going to keep quiet. So, I just wanted to put my 2 cents out on there, or put my opinion out regarding this, because, okay, yeah, a channel like Curator, right, a mid-sized channel, admitted to faking an event. Now we got to ask about other things, right? The next thing is Herbert, right? Are people going to talk about that? I don't think so. But anyways, let me know what you think. Remember to smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't, comment down below. Thank you. Bye.